Hey, do you like money?
I love money.
Well, do you love free money?
That's my favorite type of money.
Then I do too.
Yeah. We're we're kind of poor. Can you people send us some money,
Give us free money.
please?
Send it to our P.O. box that we don't have yet.
We'll get one
Mail it to us.
to 8369 Juniper Street.
And our phone number is 867-5309. Hi, I'm Tommy Two-Tone.
And I'm Jimmy Two Swag.
And this is the Leftover Fruit Podcast. So where should we start off today?
I think I'll start this one.
All right.
I'm gonna start this one with Ubisoft. Ubisoft claiming, as we'll have to wait to see in the future, time will tell,
Okay.
but they claim that they will no longer charge for DLC that provides the full experience for their players, as in, like, they'll still charge for cosmetic items and little, like, quality of life shits.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to experience the entire game, none of the content's going to be put behind a paywall.
I honestly do not find that possible. I find that hard to believe. Because it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, it is a little weird that Ubisoft would be the one to lead the charge for that.
Yeah, I mean, if Capcom said that, I'd be even more surprised.
My problem isn't so much that they are claiming that they'll do this. My problem is that this is what game companies used to do.
A lot.
Like,
It's been going on for years.
and now all of a sudden it's this novel thing not to charge for bits and pieces of a whole game. I mean,
That's supposed to be in the game?
come on, guys. I mean, they claim that the reason they're doing this is because they found that it's a very successful business model with Rainbow Six Siege.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Rainbow Six Siege, it's just like a MOBA where all the maps and stuff are free, and all of that. The only thing the player can purchase outside of purchasing the original game is skins for their guns, as well as the heroes themselves. Like, heroes, the agents themselves.
Uh-huh.
Because they release a new hero every so and so amount of time, just like League and all of them do. And they said that they proved to make more money than if they were to nickel and dime people, they claim. And so they're like, well, it worked for Rainbow Six Siege. Let's just do it for all our future games.
I wish everybody would think that too.
I mean, that's a great way to think. Well, I shouldn't praise them again for doing shit that should have been done from the beginning. This is not them thinking outside the box. This is them finally listening to people and giving them what they want.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I do have to begrudgingly give them a little bit for being the first
Major company out of many
to do it. Well, I think there's been some other companies that have done this.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, Capcom did say on it's Street Fighter V, but they gave fighters for free. I mean, that's nice, but complete the game before you do
exactly.
that, please.
Again, that was more like as reparations, as in we're sorry for the piece of shit we shoveled out. Here's the rest of the game, and we won't charge you for it.
That's the new norm, guys. That's normal.
Yep, that is sadly the new normal. It sucks. It sucks that's it's depressing when you think about it.
That's what happens in this new world of video games. They give us half-assed crap and then make you pay DLC for the complete experience.
I wonder if this was also spurred on by the fact that Respawn's the people who did Titanfall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Respawn announced that there would be no season pass. Everything they release for Titanfall 2 will be for free.
Maybe.
because they said that before
Ubisoft made that big announcement.
Yeah,
they probably felt threatened, thinking, "Oh shit, everyone's
they should
not gonna
feel
buy
threatened.
it."
They should feel threatened for a game company, giving people a fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than that, there's not too much to say about that. Whether or not they do it remains to be seen. Hopefully, they'll provide, a little bit of proof, a little bit of good faith.
Just do it.
Just do it.
That's all you need to do. That's all you gotta do. Just do it. Dumbass.
That's all I want to say about Ubisoft. I mean,
you fucking raisins.
Other than that, I don't want to get into the meaty bit that I'm thinking will take most of our time. But I saw on your list something about a Cars 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, they announced this a while ago that Cars 3 was going to be a thing, and then everybody, just as suspected, said, I didn't ask for this. Why are you giving me this?
I heard nothing about it,
Cars 2 was a mistake, okay? The original Cars...
No, I
like the car. I like the movie Cars. Cars 2 was a fucking mistake.
You didn't like Mater being a secret agent?
What was that? That is stupid.
Come on, I want to live in a world where I can... Where
Larry the cable guy is a secret agent?
Yeah. It makes me feel like I can accomplish something with my life.
Hasn't he done that before? Like in an actual movie? Not an animated movie?
There was a actual movie that he did with Jeff Foxworthy and Bill Engvall.
Oh, so basically any of those
basically just thought they got drafted, thought they were going to Iraq, ended up getting dropped in Mexico and just being racist and shooting up Mexico.
Oh, I vaguely remember that movie.
Uh-huh.
I didn't watch it.
It was stupid. It was bad. It was.
What were those guys called? The Blue Collar Comedy Group?
Their tour
is the Blue Collar
Comedy Tour. Yeah, and it also had Ron White in it, and Ron White, the only one out of those that I even remotely respect, comedically wise, was smart enough to be like, I ain't gonna be in that fucking movie with you guys.
Yeah, out of all of them, I actually liked Ron White the most.
Yeah.
As much as how redneck and stupid they are.
Well, that's the whole appeal. He's the least redneck. He's the city redneck.
Really?
He's the city western. Yeah, he comes on with a scotch and a cigar.
That's not very redneck.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole reason why he probably appeals to more people.
I guess, yeah. Okay, but back to what I was saying. There was a teaser trailer, and it was just like a quick 40-second teaser of Lightning McQueen just like driving down the speedway. And out of nowhere, he just crashes, and then there's like a giant bunch of flips everywhere, and it says, from this moment on, the entire like saga will change. And that's all they said. And I'm like,
what?
Wow, that was dark.
What?
I was like, Jesus.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen.
The first thing my mind went to when you said that was that
he's dead.
I believe that Irish Drive Safe commercial. With the car flipping over the embankment and rolling over a class of kindergartners.
Oh, yeah. That fucking thing.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
It's just him driving,
there's like a bunch of scenes, and then he like gets out of control, and then he flips a bunch, and then it slows down, and then it's like, from this point on, things will change. I'm like, whoa. I mean, that's pretty freaking dark, considering that's a Pixar movie.
That is.
Like, I don't know. Like, people think, oh, wow, he's fucking dead. But to me, like, this is just my speculation. He's probably going to be injured to the point where he can't drive anymore. And he's going to have, like, an underdog covering him.
What if he actually is dead? And the reason he died is because Disney / Pixar still wanted to make, money off of the Cars franchise. But Owen Wilson's like, I'm not doing it again.
Wow.
Not fucking... Wow. That fucking turtle.
Wow. I'm not going to do this. Not anymore.
You'll need to get someone else with such a large, well-defined nose and ability to say the word wow.
I say wow like a tortoise. Wow. I love that video.
That's a great video.
But that's all they showed in the teaser, and I'm like, wow.
Wow.
This is going to be interesting. It's coming out next year, I think, 2017. Yeah.
That's soon?
Yeah, it's coming out next summer. I was surprised. I
You know
wanted,
what?
and another thing that I found kind of weird and iffy about is that, back when Toy Story 3 was in theaters, we're like, oh shit, us adults get to relive that moment again. Like, we're gonna watch this movie and we're gonna experience like the same shit we experienced back when we were kids.
I remember that being the prevailing sentiment, but I didn't give a fuck.
I mean, well, for you, like, you didn't really care too much, but for me, I grew up with Toy Story.
I mean, I liked it too. I mean, it's not like we're a huge distance age apart. I was still a kid when that came out.
It's just like our opinions are different because
Yeah.
you're like, you say you don't give a fuck, but for me, it's like, this meant a lot because it's been so long since we got another sequel from Toy Story, and I thought this was going to be the end. It's just a big giant bow until you find out, oh, they're making a fourth one.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like,
making a
what?
fourth one. I saw that news and I was like, wasn't
No!
3 supposed to be the end?
Yeah, I thought the third one was like, all right, you're Andy's gone.
Yeah.
There's a new owner. That's it.
That's the
No,
conclusion.
it's still going.
And it ended at a good place. I think that's...
Like, leave it at that.
It was supposed to be the end. They fully intended it to be the end, but then the people in marketing were like, you need to pop another one out.
Listen,
We need that money.
Pixar,
That horse isn't dead enough yet. Keep beating it.
keep eating it. And so, apparently, the whole story behind the fourth one
Yes.
is to find Little Bo Peep. That wasn't in the third one because they vaguely said, "Where's Little Bo Peep?" Oh yeah. They're like, "Oh yeah,
What's little poop?
oh yeah, she's gone." And now I guess in the fourth one we're like, "Hey, remember
That's
Little Bo
such a
Peep?
dumb...
Let's go find her."
Such a dumb reason. That could be done in like a short,
Yeah,
like
could've.
like a little epilogue or something. There's no reason to sully what was
Turn
a
that-
full and complete story arc.
turn into a freaking movie just to find Little Bo Peep.
This doesn't require its own movie. That's just dumb. I'm also jaded because they haven't made any good sequels to my favorite Disney movie, which was The Hunchback of Notre Dame. So
They did make a sequel.
they didn't make any good sequels. That's what I'm
but
saying.
they made a
They
sequel.
did make a sequel, but it was straight to VHS, and it was
So?
stupid.
It's still a sequel. Well, what am I gonna say about Lion King? The Lion King had sequels.
Yeah, but the Lions.
Simba's Pride. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but those sequels got actually released in theaters.
Did it? I thought one and a half
pretty
did.
sure.
I don't remember
No,
seeing the
1.5 did not get released in. No, the whole stupid Timon and Pumbaa take on the first movie, that was a straight to DVD.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That
but I
was
don't
straight
remember
to
the
DVD.
second one actually going to straight to theaters.
I thought it did. I could be wrong.
Maybe it did, but I'm not too sure. Did you want to see Aladdin 2?
No.
Oh man.
Even though I mean,
have you seen the animation in the second one?
yeah,
compared to
no,
the
I've
first one?
seen the movie.
It sucks.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
yeah. Again, because it was a straight to VHS fucking sequel.
I know.
It was during their time where Disney thought, hey, were they even more greedy than they are now? Hard to believe.
So we're gonna save more money by getting like a different type of different class of people.
Cut the animation team in half and rush one out straight to VHS. Don't bother with the hassle of releasing in theaters.
Now there you go.
Kids will buy it anyways because we slapped our name on it.
Everyone likes Aladdin too. If you kids love Aladdin, get ready because Aladdin's back in action in Aladdin 2, not featuring Robin Williams.
I thought you were segueing into like an actual new Aladdin movie being made.
I mean, if there was an Aladdin movie being made, it would most likely be a live action movie. It would probably be a live action one. Speaking of which, did you know that they're making a Winnie the Pooh live action movie? And they're calling it Christopher Robin. So the whole premise behind that one is that Christopher Robin is in college.
Yeah. Well, actually, okay. At first it sounded scary, but that
I'm actually kind of interested in what it's going to be.
Well, I'm hoping that they take it in the way they did Saving Mr. Banks. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I actually really liked that movie because it wasn't like all like, you know, kiddie. It was not meant for kids. It was for the adults and the adult Disney fans. Mm-hmm. And I actually enjoyed it. I liked the story it told, even though apparently the story was kind of inaccurate, and how things actually went down.
That Walt Disney was a closet Nazi.
No, well, I mean that's a different thing altogether. I'm just talking about the fact that apparently the woman who made Mary Poppins never ever fully like gave him
permission to do it.
Yeah, she like never fully. She never liked it, the movie and stuff. Like the movie Saving Mr. Banks ends with her like loving the movie on premiere and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I hear tell that she actually just hated it her entire life. Whether that's true or not is neither here nor there. But if they take Winnie the Pooh and make a movie along that kind of tone, I'd be fully into it. If it just explores Christopher Robin, because the whole like Winnie the Pooh series is just, it was a kid and his overactive imagination having playtime with his stuffed animals.
Mm-hmm. But now Christopher Robin's in college.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he gonna like take another form? Is he gonna like see it in another perspective, or is he just gonna be like same old Christopher Robin?
No,
just a fucking man-child.
No.
It's not.
Well, I mean, they could do that, and it'd be very.
That'd be weird.
I'd be very sorry to see them take that road.
I would walk out the theater.
Because I would much rather have it be like Saving Mr. Banks than have it be just like some kind of family romp. I want an exploration of Christopher Robin's psyche.
Give me Christopher Robin and his psyche.
Give me at his most vulnerable.
Give it to me.
Give me mental anguish in dealing with growing up and letting go with childlike dreams and ambitions.
Give it to me now.
Give it to me now.
Okay. So that was the Cars 3 teaser.
Yeah, that was the Cars 3 teaser that we started talking about.
That was interesting. But
I mean, Disney touches all of our lives. That's a subject we could probably dedicate many episodes to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that Disney is taking to the live action spectrum for all the classic movies that they did.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's a nice twist. It's basically the same thing, but it's all live action.
I wasn't a big fan of the Jungle Book remake, but
what? Really?
Well, the thing is, I also wasn't a big fan of the Jungle Book to begin with.
But Bill Murray's in it.
Yeah, Bill Murray's in it, but Bill Murray's an old, tired man.
But Bill Murray's in it.
I love Bill Murray, and don't get me wrong, and he still has it in him. Like, you see him in, like, in Moonrise Kingdom. Mm-hmm. He's still good. But
he's a tired old man.
He's a tired old man. He'll always hold a plate. Yeah, he needs to rest. He needs to retire. He's already proved himself. He's one of the greats. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need to keep going at it.
Next to Tim Curry.
Yeah, exactly. Next to Tim Curry.
And
their
Rob
stars.
Schneider.
Their stars are right next to. Yeah, it goes Tim Curry, Bill Murray, Rob Schneider, all in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, just in that order.
I was kidding about Rob Schneider.
No, Rob Schneider.
For his famous film Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo. Oh, fucking fantastic.
Yep. Or all the times he say, "You can do it!" in
every Adam Sandler movie. Oh, God. Don't get me started on him and Kevin James.
I mean, he has, I don't know, Rob Schneider has the show that he's doing with his wife going on right now.
Yeah, and I
never watched it.
I didn't either. And I heard they also appeared in an episode of Game Grumps.
They did. I watched that where they were talking about their show. And the reason why they went on Game Grumps was because there was a video released of Aaron just ranting about how much he hated the show.
So then they're like, "Let me go talk to you about the show."
Yeah,
that's funny.
That's a cool.
He basically put Aaron in his place in a way.
Well, I didn't watch. I watched the episode. It wasn't really. It was really
just picking on him.
Basically, not them being nasty to him or anything like that. Just that he was. It kind of took backseat to the fact that his wife was whooping his ass in Mortal Kombat. Like, his wife knew how to play,
and then Rob did not know how to play.
Rob didn't know how to press a button.
That's funny.
But it did make me respect him a little bit more. Not that I ever lost it. There had to have been respect there to begin with, for there to be any lost. I'm sorry, Rob. I like you.
There's a chance he's not listening to this.
There's 100% chance he's not listening to this.
No, let's be a little more accurate.
Okay, 99.9999999.
So we're gonna switch from movies and we're gonna talk about games again. Mm-hmm. Pokemon Sun and Moon came out last Friday.
Been playing
in
a lot
the
of
US.
it.
We've been playing a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And sales show that in Japan they reached 2 million copies sold in 1 week. Now, in the mobile phone world, where a lot of people are switching to mobile,
Yeah.
This one, in handheld, is not bad for a first week sale, especially for Nintendo. Like, there was a list, I don't remember, but it was like number 3. Number 1 was Pokemon Black and White, and I don't know why that was on top of there, because Black and White sucked.
I never played it.
Good. You don't need to play it. It sucks.
I literally stopped playing Pokemon games after Gold and Silver on the Game Boy Color, and then just now played this newest one.
And then you were like, what is this?
I was. It's bullshit. It's bullshit that the kids nowadays get that EXP share in the beginning of the fucking game. You know what happened when I wanted to level up my fucking Pokemon? I had to either fight with that... I had to do it one at a time and fight with that Pokemon, or if they were severely underleveled for the area I was in, I put them in front of my lineup, and as soon as the battle started, I switched them out for my fucking starter. That's
to give them some experience.
That's how you would train your Pokemon back in the day. No, just beat the dude and everyone in your party gets fucking EXP. Hell no.
It's a participation bonus.
Yeah, hell no. It was a grind to get every Pokemon you wanted to the level that you wanted it at.
Well, to be fair, they changed it in Ruby and Sapphire in the GBA.
Yeah, I didn't play that shit.
But that's the thing. Like, you didn't know.
Yeah.
At first, you thought, this must have been recent, but like it's been around.
Yeah, that's
for
what
a
I
while.
asked. I was like, dude, when did they start doing this? And yeah, apparently a while. The thing is, I've been out of the game for even longer while.
It makes sense on your end because you didn't play it a long time.
Yeah.
So I guess I can understand that. So what do you have?
What do I have is I have a game that is really just near and dear to your heart.
I think I know what it is already.
Yes, and recently, and unfortunately, the studio that made that game went under, and Bruce here had hopes that there would be a sequel, because Bruce loved this game.
I loved the game a lot.
And recently, there was an article published. I might say some quotes from the article, so I'm just going to give him credit right now, so I'm not stealing from him. Patrick Klepek for Vice.
Oh, for Kotaku, right?
No, Vice Waypoint. He was right. It was written. Vice has a new gaming section called Waypoint. I heard it's kind of like the BuzzFeed though of the gaming news, so that's kind of unfortunate.
That's a good slogan.
Yeah,
Waypoint, the BuzzFeed of gaming news.
The article I read was pretty well done, and I mean he did rely on 2 anonymous sources, but hey, that should be hard out there for a reporter. But so I'm getting sidetracked. Mr. Klepek unveiled some information on what they were planning for the Sleeping Dogs sequel. Sleeping Dogs 2.
Oh, fuck!
What the hell was that? You hear that cat yowl? Whoa, there it goes. What the fuck?
That was me.
Jesus Christ, that cat's killing something. But anyway, we're not talking about cats, we're talking about dogs.
Sleeping dogs.
Sleeping dogs, and 2 of them.
Two sleeping 2 dogs.
So, recently, I already said recently, he unearthed from 2 anonymous sources documents showing what they had planned for the Sleeping Dogs 2 sequel. It was not in production at the time of being shut down. It was just in the negotiation stages, but they had already had a basic framework laid out for what they had wanted. So this one revolved around Wei Shen, of course. You come
Lovely.
back. You come back as Wei Shen. I stupidly didn't write down the location it would take place in, but it's an actual city in China. It's called like a mega something mega city.
Yeah.
And he's getting saddled with a partner named Henry Fang, and this partner is corrupt.
So he's like lawful evil in a way.
Yeah, you've got Wei Shen, and you've got
Wei Shen, Mr. Chaotic Neutral here.
Yeah, Wei Shen and Henry Fang.
Lawful
he's more probably chaotic evil.
Chaotic evil? What?
Oh, I don't know.
Lawful evil since he's a cop.
Yeah, but like there was one example of him planting evidence, and that's illegal. That's not being lawful. That's chaotic evil. Come on.
Yeah, I guess. Continue.
But anyways, the game would have had a branching story that you at any time whenever you took on a story mission, you got to choose which character you followed.
So you actually have a choice between who's gonna like do which mission?
Yeah, and also the missions would play out differently depending on who you chose.
So
in order to see the entire, and you would not be told anything about what the other person's doing at that time while you're playing as the other one. So in order to see everything, you had to play through twice.
Oh God, I love that so much.
Doing the different. And not only choosing a different person each time, it also apparently the narrative would change depending on your actions. So a little bit of choices matter kind of shit. I don't put too much stock in that because games always say, oh, your choices matter, and then you get something like fucking Until Dawn where your choices don't matter jack shit, and that's all they sold it on. But another little ability, you could arrest any NPC in the game.
Oh, that's
you could go up to just any random NPC and be like, bitch, you're under arrest. So yeah, you had a branching story. You had the ability to choose in any given story mission who you were going to play as, and you would do other things. I gave the example of Shen. Choosing Shen and during one mission would lead to you getting some information from a confidential informant, and after you shook down some criminals, and then if you played as Henry Fang, instead of doing all that, you went and busted into a suspect's house and planted evidence in order to be able to bring them in.
Wow.
And so there's this big dynamic of being able to play how you wanted to, and being able to influence the story through your actions, and which also came in really into play with co-op. Co-op was going to be a thing. But you wouldn't be able to co-op, or at least it didn't say anything about it, but it seemed like you wouldn't be able to co-op through the main campaign. What would happen is when someone jumped into your game, the game would take all the data from where you currently are in the story and choices you've made and make a procedurally generated campaign.
Wow.
That you guys would go through.
That would have been awesome.
And it wouldn't allow you to see the same missions until you'd gone through every mission they had available at least once.
Whoa. That's good, man.
Yeah. So that's that's just the basic of what I read. Like, what were your thoughts? Like, how would you have liked to see this? Like,
where can I sign up for this? I would finish.
You would finish?
I would finish.
You would finish before it even arrived? You'd be waiting on your doorstep?
I would be super excited and finish.
Because I know you would have really loved to...
Oh yeah, I'd play the freaking game 4 times just to see both sides of the story 2 times.
How many times did you play through the first Sleeping Dogs?
The first Sleeping Dogs, I've played it at least 3 to 4 times.
All the way through?
All the way through.
It's not including all the times you were just glitch hunting and making videos?
Yeah, not including glitch hunting. I did it 3 to 4 times.
Hopefully that's not your battery.
No, it's not even in there. Okay.
Oh, okay. That was just a timer then.
Yeah.
For those who were confused what happened, the lights in our recording studio, aka Bruce's car, just went off.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. We're all good.
Peachy
oh, yeah,
King.
Look, lights back on. I thought his batteries had died for a second.
No, but that'd be weird if my battery died if my key is in the ignition.
I didn't know that. I just knew that the lights were on this entire time. So
yeah, so that was kind of freaky for a second. But please continue.
Well, I mean, other than that, that's all the information I have. I just have a couple quotes here from the sources that he had, and one just deals with one of the reasons why one of the reasons that led to the company shutting down, and the other one is his own little his own little theory on whether or not you'll see a Sleeping Dogs 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the first one has to do with the conditions that they worked under. It says, this is an unknown source. There's no name given, so I don't know. It's just someone who worked for them. It says, several of our best programmers decided to move on, and there was some creative turnover as well. It took several years of hell to ship Sleeping Dogs, and many members of the team weren't willing to go through it all again. I was one of the few that stuck around, but even in my case, it took a large toll on my personal life and mental health. Studio culture is a fragile thing, and even the loss of a few key people can change the entire dynamic of the workplace.
Fuck.
So apparently the development of the first Sleeping Dogs was just utter torture, and no one wanted to deal with it anymore, like, which sucks. I mean,
they did so good.
They did.
Sleeping Dogs was a very underrated game. Not a lot of people appreciate it, but
they did a lot with
good.
what they were handed. I mean, they took the True Crime Hong Kong title and turned it into Sleeping Dogs.
To a brand new IP, basically.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to kick off from there. I was expecting a second one. I was excited.
There was a cult following. The only problem is that also in the article was they said that games like Tomb Raider and other big games at the time that Square Enix was trying to push.
Yeah, like Tomb Raider and Hitman.
Yeah, that's it. It was Tomb Raider and Hitman. They got all the budget.
And United Front got squat, and that sucks.
That does suck.
It just shows that Square Enix isn't interested in even the titles they publish.
Mm-hmm.
So sad.
Even ones that they had such a, like, I only played the game for about a couple minutes because I think I was on your PS3.
Mm-hmm.
I only played it for a couple minutes while we were like waiting at Chelsea's house or something before you went onto your version and just showed people glitches and stuff you'd found. And but you know, I was never too into it, but you fucking loved that thing, and it was.
Yeah, dude. Like, when Tim and I said that Sleeping Dogs was like one of our favorite games, we weren't lying. Like, this game was a game changer for both of us. Like, for good and for reasons. Yeah, for different reasons on our end. Because some people out there don't like glitches. They like, I want a completely perfect game. Us? Oh, hell no. Leave them in there. It makes the game so much more better.
I love some glitches. I'm not as in love with glitches as you are.
If it's game breaking, that's when it gets a little annoying.
Yeah, like there's Sleeping Dogs glitches which are fun, and then there's like Assassin's Creed 3 glitches which are not fun. Like taking cover behind a rock only to fall through the world is not fun.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, see, this dude loves fucking.
What are you talking about? That sounds like tons of fun.
But it gets annoying when it happens a bunch. And I also didn't like Assassin's Creed 3 because they cut out so much of the story. You could tell where I used to call it like the white light of editing, because there'd be during cutscenes there would be this white fade out that they do. I mean, fade to white. Instead of fade to black, fade to white, and then it would come back in. And every time that popped up, I was like, they just cut out some of the story that they didn't bother acting or animating, because that's what it felt like. Because whenever that fucking white light came, it just skipped. It skipped some crucial bit of information that we were supposed to just have gleaned off of past context.
So we have to figure it out for ourselves of what happened.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like one of the perfect examples is there's a mission in Assassin's Creed 3 where it's one of the homestead missions, and it's spoiler alerts.
I think the game's been out for like 4 years.
Exactly. Everyone gets all up in arms about that shit. If you kept doing your homestead missions and developing the homestead, at some point the hunter chick, like the tanner, that would come reside in your homestead would be getting married to the French miner. They would have a romance and eventually decide to get married. And on the day of their marriage, the tanner girl would get cold feet. She'd run off. And then you start the mission just chasing her down through the trees, because she could also jump through trees like you could, because fuck it, everyone jumps through trees.
If you're an assassin, you can definitely jump through trees.
Well, yeah, the assassin makes sense. Girl in her wedding dress doesn't. I don't think she was like in a wedding dress. It was like some weird. It was still like more formal than she normally dresses, but it was not. It was not ideal. It was not ideal tree jumping attire.
But regardless, she still did it.
So the whole time you're chasing her down, she's yelling back, "I'm not ready for this," and like all these reasons why she shouldn't be getting married and shouldn't be settling down. And me being good at jumping through trees, I guess, caught her in the middle of her just exclaiming how she's not ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Literally less than a minute after the fucking thing started. And then all of a sudden that white fade-in came, and now they're just walking down the aisle happy as can be. I'm like, where's the cutscene explaining where you talk her into getting married?
They're like, just kidding.
Okay.
I changed my mind. I'm gonna get married.
You caught me. I guess I'm getting married.
Play a game of tag. If I get caught, then I have to marry him. So you did it in less than a minute. You're like, all right, I guess I'm getting married. Damn minor.
But back to Sleeping Dogs again. There's another quote from the source that this shines maybe a little bit of ray of hope down for you, where they said, and then he even says it in the quote that it's just his theory, but he says, "I've felt for a while now that if Square Enix was ready to produce Sleeping Dogs 2, they'd rather give Crystal Dynamics a shot since it's more proven studio than UFG was. Maybe now that UFG has closed, it will be easier for Square Enix to make that transition. This is just my personal tinfoil hat theory, though I am as clueless as any other guy on NeoGAF."
Oh, I mean, if Crystal Dynamics did give Sleeping Dogs 2 a chance, I mean, I guess I could give it a chance too.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this a lot, it's just not going to be the same. I mean, the story and everything is there, just the style would most likely be different.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't know if this is going to be a good example from like Bungie making Halo games to 343 making Halo games. Was that like a big difference, or was it like similarly the same?
No, not really. 343 did a good job. Like Halo 4 was fun. Haven't played Halo 5. I don't have an Xbone. So I'm not going to be playing it. But Halo 4 came out on Xbox 360, and it was fun. 343 did a good job. It looked great. There was a story there. A little hard to pull a story with someone as emotionally stagnant as fucking Master Chief, who's
Master Chef.
But it was good. It was a good game. It was tight controls. It played well. Multiplayer was fun. They did everything right for the most part.
Now, if Crystal Dynamics would do the same thing.
Yeah, but
hey, Crystal Dynamics, you listening? Hey. This is Sleeping Dogs' number one fan, okay? Look, listen. I know that I'm right. Sleeping Dogs follows me on Twitter. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is better than getting a platinum in Sleeping Dogs. Getting a follow from a fucking game.
From a game that has no support and not even a studio anymore.
Not even a studio anymore. They followed me, okay? Like, we're tight. We're buddies.
We're like this.
We're like this. Like that. Listen, I want you guys to make Sleeping Dogs 2, and I want you to do it good. Okay? If you encounter any glitches, think about this very moment and say, leave it there. I want you to leave it there, and I want it to amuse me. Make my day.
My favorite glitch from Sleeping Dogs that you showed me was just that fucking man who spawns off of the boat and falls into the water and dies.
I remembered that.
Whenever you would go down to the fucking marina and look out,
it just pops up out of the blue and then just falls.
Yeah,
and then he dies, and it's like, what?
Every single
time.
Every time. You just had to drive a little bit away and drive back, and he would just pop back in.
So what happened was there's supposed to be a man in the boat driving it.
Yeah.
But I guess they didn't finish that, so they just left the guy dangling in midair and then just dropped him.
Drops into the water and dies. Oh, how about that glitch where if you do in combination with the car launch glitch, if anyone wants to see an exhibition of the car launch glitch, what the fuck am I saying? Glitch.
Words. Use them.
The car launch glitch. Then just check out Bruce's channel. He has a video on it.
I have a lot. I have at least 2 gigs worth
but
of
I also,
10-second videos of glitches on sleeping dogs.
But I also loved the fact that when you did that glitch and aimed it so that you would land in the water, you wouldn't die because you hit the water, but the game has all this stored up kinetic energy from you flying through the air.
So when you get on a boat and then you go back and land, you immediately die.
Yeah, exactly. You would get back on a boat, drive to land, and as soon as you jump off the boat and touch land,
you're dead.
You'd ragdoll like a couple feet away and die. Just, Gah.
There was one time where I was supposed to die.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving, and then I got out of the car really fast. I was just falling from like a giant staircase.
Yeah.
I did the animation of dying. I was rolling into the water, and all of a sudden, he started swimming out, and I'm like, what? And then right after that, it just showed the message, you die. I'm like, no, I didn't. Can't you see the animation? I'm still alive.
Wait, Shen's just going for a swim.
He was just like rolling into the water, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, it's cold.
I guess I'm gonna die now.
I guess I'm dead.
Hypothermia.
Instant hypothermia. Don't go swimming in Hong Kong, people.
Yeah, other than the pollutants in the water, it's really cold.
You'll get instant hypothermia. God, I love that game. How can you not love that? It's just so brilliant.
Yeah,
it's so broken, yet it's so perfect at the same time. I can't think of another company that can put both of those together, and it fits so well.
Too bad that company doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that sucks. So Crystal Dynamics, do the same thing they did.
By not working on it as hard.
By just half-assing it and letting Square Enix of London be like, yeah, okay, sure, let's publish it.
That or only hire like 2 playtesters. For your quality
Let it be me.
Team.
I'll be your playtester. Tim will be your playtester. We will make sure the game is both fun and funny in a glitchy way.
They'd be the worst playtesters. You guys are like the complete antithesis of quality assurance.
Bullshit.
Oh, bullshit.
Bullshit.
You would leave in every glitch you found.
No, if it was a game-breaking glitch, I'd be like, yeah, this is a problem. But if I see a glitch where it's like you can launch yourself in the air, I'd be like, this is fine.
Yeah, just
On
don't
to
make
the
a
next
note
segment.
of it.
Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. Let us move
here.
to the next one.
Well, speaking of the next one, to keep on going to game news, there was a recent job listing on Blizzard's website. 2 job listings to be exact.
Precise.
For lead software engineers who have experience specifically in the making of first-person shooters. That's led to some people speculating that, because Blizzard only has
Warcraft and Overwatch.
Well, when it comes to first-person shooters,
Overwatch
is Overwatch, and I believe they've still got their software engineers for that. Maybe that's even a position you don't really need now that it's released, but it's led people to speculate that Blizzard is currently working on another first-person shooter title.
That's kind of a little too soon, don't you think? I mean, Overwatch came out like what, like a few months ago?
Yeah, but who says it's going to be like a successor to it? Maybe it's just a whole new experience that can exist at the same time while not treading on the other's toes.
I mean, maybe, but I still think it's a little too soon to start working on that.
Well, they caught the bug. They caught the success from Overwatch. Now they're eager to make another.
Now that they completely they squashed all over Battleborn.
Again, I don't get the comparison between those two. Like, Battleborn was different. Was a different game. Mechanically and fundamentally and mechanically.
I mean, you gotta understand, these are normies we're talking about, saying like, oh, the comparison between Overwatch and Battleborn. It's like, Overwatch always wins.
Yeah, like, there was no reason to compare the two. The only misfortune Battleborn had was to have being released at the same time.
As Overwatch.
Because, like, that was really... And that and whoever the fuck started... Because they were getting compared before it released.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever the fuck decided on the internet to start comparing the two, you're a dick. Because I hope you're happy with yourself because you caused a game to fail. Because that rumor spread, like that line of thinking spread.
It spread faster than a wildfire in the middle of summer in California.
Between two games that only shared the fact that they were first-person shooters. And slightly MOBA-esque mechanics. Battleborn having a lot more of a MOBA-esque feel than Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you're happy with yourself. Whoever, it might have even been like someone in Blizzard's team deliberately spreading this, like, fuck this game. Don't know why, but fuck this game.
Have you heard about this Battleborn game? This
Yeah.
game sucks. You hear that? That guy says the game sucks. Hey, everybody.
That game sucks.
That game sucks.
It's not as good as this other game that is different in almost every way, but coming out around the same time from a bigger developer.
Should I buy Battleborn? Nah, man. I heard that game sucks. Who'd you hear? What's so bad about it? I don't know. I just heard it sucks.
I just heard it sucks. And that's all it takes for people to say, okay.
Because people will be like,
I'm not gonna
okay.
get it.
No, I'd be like, no, motherfucker, tell me what's specifically wrong with the game. You know?
Yeah.
Like, don't just say, I heard it sucks. Like, I don't care about whose source. Whose source is that? Somebody?
It's some random dude on the internet.
Your uncle's cousin from, like, that works in the company says it sucks?
Anal Blaster 1638 on in the YouTube comments says, this game's going to suck.
So everybody believes him. That's a good, reliable source, guys. God. Just make Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
Just work on that. You'll be fine.
That also might have been a mistake of theirs, is to try to branch out from Borderlands.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're known for, and infamously for Duke Nukem and Aliens Colonial Marines.
Okay. So they've had a lot of missteps in the past.
A lot.
But they made... Well, the thing is, Colonial Marines had like 80 different fucking companies working on it.
Speaking of 80 different companies working on a game, where is Dead Island 2? That fucking game was supposed to come out last year.
I don't even want it with that Jack Black looking dude in the trailer, who I was certain was Jack Black, and people were like, "Oh, it's not Jack Black." I'm like, "Fuck, it looks exactly like him. If it's not Jack Black, it's clearly inspired by Jack Black."
It's Blackjack.
It's Blackjack.
Right.
Yeah,
it's just Blackjack.
I don't fucking want it. Dying Light was better in every regard, and
it was.
If they're gonna continue that type of game, I think they should just do a whole new setting and story, like they did from Dead Island. And instead of releasing Dead Island 2, they released Dying Light. I think it was a great decision.
Well, like, the thing was, the same people that made Dead Island were supposed to work on Dead Island 2, but Warner Brothers Games told them, no, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's make a game that's similar, but we add grappling. We're like, and parkour.
Yeah, and
it worked. It was really good.
I liked it. I enjoyed thoroughly my time, other than the story of being like, the poor fucking main character, getting everyone he cares about dead.
And
by
then
the end of
the fact that he sounds like what was the guy's name? Sonic the Hedgehog and Chris Redfield. It's the same voice actor. You didn't know that? When you played the game, have you vaguely remembered thinking, "Oh wow, this sounds like Chris Redfield and Sonic the Hedgehog"?
I haven't played in a while.
Because when you hear it, you're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
I don't remember catching Sonic vibes, but then again, I may not have been thinking.
I mean, this was like the Sonic Boom vibe. That's probably why you didn't know.
Oh, Sonic, I didn't play that shit.
Because the guy who voiced Chris Redfield voiced Sonic in Sonic Boom.
The last Sonic game I played was on the Genesis.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's...
What? Oh, my God.
Like, there's no... That's not true. That's the last game I completed. The last game I actually enjoyed having time with. I played a little bit of the one on... What system was it on? It was either on Xbox or GameCube. I think it was GameCube. It wouldn't have been on Xbox. It was on GameCube.
Sonic Heroes?
No, I think it had the...
Sonic Adventure?
It had Chow's. It was Adventure. Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah. I played that one. But only like 2 levels.
And you're like, yeah, well...
that's enough of that.
Back to what I was doing.
Yeah, because I'm masturbating furiously at any given of the day, except when I'm playing Sonic games.
So what you do is you just throw your controller to the floor and like, all right, Time for a break. All right, let me go pick it up. Hold on, let me wash my hands first.
Yeah. Don't want to get the controller sticky.
Don't want excrements.
Extra mints? Extra mints. Dude, I would love some extra mints.
I said excrements, not extra mints.
Yo, you said extra mints first.
I said excrements all over the controller.
But yeah, they should release they should just do a whole new story, whole new setting, and just slightly improve upon the game systems like they did between Dead Island and Dying Light.
Hell,
that would be the much better option.
Hell, just make a Dying Light 2 with a new character, a new scene.
No, stop it.
I want that.
No more Dying Light. Now, whole new thing with a different gimmick.
So, same game but different stuff.
Yeah, fuck it. Don't rely. Be like Real Crime or whatever. The series Cary Fukunaga directs. The first season with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. It was beautiful, fucking great series. But the next season, nothing to do with them. Whole new, different setting, different fucking. Vince Vaughn is the bad guy, but no, like in a serious role.
I can't take Vince Vaughn seriously in anything. He does the same. He's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But they should do that. Just each iteration of their games should just be
Vinny. Shit, man, we're in trouble. What are we gonna do? I honestly don't know. I don't know why I'm a boss. I don't know why I'm a bad guy. I don't want this. I want out.
I hear it's great. I heard he did a real good job actually, and that he kind of tied it together.
I can't just imagine that.
I haven't seen it. I have to see it. I saw the whole first season. I should see the second season.
Imagine Owen Wilson's the protagonist. He's like, wow. When he sees Vince Vaughn, he's like, wow. You seem like
his
you're
partner's a turtle.
You seem like you're a wedding crasher. Wow.
That's a movie we both were. I mean, I love that movie. Yeah, so just do each game that you guys make should be fundamentally the same thing, but just do a different setting, scenario, and slightly different mechanics.
I see. I mean, yeah, I'd be down for that.
Maybe instead of being able to parkour in this third one, we could just,
ride go-karts.
Or fart glitter out of our ass and fly.
That's what Rocket League's for. You can fart glitter out of your car.
Yeah, but that's your car, not your ass.
You can still fart glitter out of
It's
something.
much more impressive farting glitter out of your ass.
I'm just getting bad flashbacks to when I used to work at Michael's because there's glitter everywhere.
It never comes out.
No! Every time I get back home from work, I look like a fairy princess every freaking night. Because old women are like, they're like, ooh, I like this glitter.
Let me throw it in your face.
Let me throw it at these fake plants. Ooh, I like these fake plants. Hey, you got any discounts for this fake plant? No, we don't.
How about this coupon
how about this
expired 5 years ago?
That's what happened. That's what actually happened. I was working on the register one time, and some old lady gave me a coupon that expired in 1996, and I'm like, lady, this coupon expired.
Lady, this coupon's almost older than me.
Yeah. This coupon expired 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, but what does that mean? It means it's expired.
By 16 years.
By 16 years. So, no, you can't use it. And yet, the supervisor's like, no, just give him the discount. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
We don't even carry this item anymore. This is,
what?
This is a 16 years ago item.
Yeah, if we have that in the back, it'll most likely be rotten and just disintegrated by now. God, I hate working at Michael's, man. It was such a horrible experience, even though it was part-time seasonal.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, I hated working for Vaughn, so I mean,
dude, Vince Vaughn would be fucking conflicted at you right now.
He would. I mean, I wish he was my boss, but no, I worked for.
Where's the meat?
Where's the meat?
Where's the meat?
Where's the meat?
I don't know.
That's not even his fucking.
I don't know.
That's not even his.
I'm just mimicking you. I don't know.
Do I really do that?
No. I don't talk about dicks all the time. Fuck you.
I don't. For the listener at home, these fuckers get me to talk about dicks, and then they say, oh, I don't talk about dicks all the time. And because I don't talk about dicks all the time. They talk about dicks. I chime in about dicks. And then they think that I started the dick conversation. I don't talk about dicks all the time.
And that's where the joke comes in. And at the very end, you just say, fuck you.
Yeah, then I say, because, it's bullshit. Fuck you guys.
Oh, that's a good joke. That's a good joke. What else are we supposed to talk about today?
Well, they released the Amnesia collection on PS4.
Oh. So how many is there? Like 2?
Yeah, there's 2. It's quite a collection.
Oh my god. That's a big collection, man. Holy
gigantic
cow.
collection.
2 whole games. Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and the second Amnesia game, something involving pigs and flying machines.
A machine for flying machines. Orville Wilbur writes.
See? And
Pork Esquire.
Guy, I don't know, what was his name? Orville Redenbacher? Is that the main character's name?
Popcorn Man?
The Popcorn Man. And it's thinking, oh, wow, flying machines and pigs. Ooh.
It's called Amnesia.
This is giving me...
A machine for pigs.
This is giving me amnesia. Oh.
How would you remember it giving you amnesia?
Oh, what is this I see? I remember.
What are you, a psychic now?
Flying pigs. Machines.
You're a clairvoyant?
I vaguely remember it, but I think I have amnesia.
I don't think the person in Machine for Pigs actually has amnesia.
Then why the fuck is it called Amnesia if the guy doesn't have amnesia?
It's this. Well, I shouldn't say it's the second game from Frictional Games. It's actually the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th game from Frictional Games.
Oh my god!
Because they did the whole Penumbra series, which was Amnesia before Amnesia.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They were all fun though. They were good games. They were scary too. First one not so much because you could just stand on a box and smack things with a hammer to kill them. But then they learned their lesson in the second Penumbra. They took away any ability to have weapons. So no more
to intensify the moment where you feel defenseless at all times.
Hey, it worked. Fuck it. Number 2 is so much better than the first one.
I mean, number 2 for many things is usually better than the first one.
Movies would.
I mean, I'm referring it to as games though. Yeah. Movies.
Like I'm gonna give the new Watch Dogs a shot.
A Dolphin Tale 2, best movie. I'm kidding.
Echo 2. Echo the Dolphin 2.
2 Echo. Too Fast, Too Furious. Best movie of the saga.
Yeah, but other than that being released, there's nothing much to say. Just that Amnesia released.
I mean, that's cool that they're like releasing collections and all that.
Yeah, why on the PS4 though?
Why?
That makes, like, it's always been a PC game. Like, it's
like,
never ever got ported.
If I hear like Amnesia having like a collection coming out, I would expect it to come out on Steam or something. Mm-hmm. But PS4, what?
Well, weird. I mean, that's good for me. I like the games, so I can go buy them and play them. But
I mean, I guess. I mean, if it makes the consumer happy, then that's all that really matters.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not much to say about that. Other than that, there's another new release coming, and it's a standalone DLC for Uncharted 4.
Is it like single player DLC?
Yes, and standalone is in you do not need to own Uncharted 4 in order to play it.
Wow, that is impressive.
It's I don't know I forgot what it's called. I just know that I don't even think they have a title for it yet. I
have a feeling that they might announce that during the Game Awards.
It was released during the PlayStation Insider or something.
Oh, okay. So I mean,
PlayStation Experience, whatever the fuck it's called, PSX.
I did hear that in the Game Awards. Oh god, the lights are out again. Whatever. Yeah. I heard in the Game Awards they said they're gonna have like 10 new premieres for games.
You can't really count this as a premiere. It's not a.
Well, I mean, I know like that alone probably isn't considered a premiere, but they might have more information on it. But I'm just talking about like 10 premieres of like games we probably didn't even know about or that they're announcing.
Yeah. Well, this one apparently focuses on Sully and Samuel. I did not know Samuel was Nate's brother because I never played.
We didn't know anything about Drake's brother until the 4th one.
I got a little bit of shit spoiled for me because I haven't played Uncharted 4, and reading this article about this, you know, first of all, that Samuel was his brother, I was like, fuck, didn't know Nate has a brother. And second, he has a daughter? I don't know fucking he had a daughter.
What?
Well, you didn't know that? It says something about, like, his daughter's not going to make an appearance in the DLC. I'm like, Nate has a daughter? What happened? Did him and...
Wait, Nate.
Yeah. Well, it's already ruined for me. Nate has a daughter.
Yeah, he has a daughter.
It's probably
in
with...
the very end, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably with, what's her name?
Yeah, with Elena, of course.
Elena, yeah.
No, it's with Chloe. From 2.
Yeah.
Whoa!
But,
spoilers.
Yeah, just that's coming out. I haven't played Uncharted 4, so fuck.
You should get that on Black Friday.
I should.
You should.
I should play it.
You need to play it so I don't have to be like, I want to say something, but I can't.
Yeah.
Because you didn't play it yet.
And plus the fact I've played them all the other ones. I need to finish.
Game's been out for like
several months.
9 months.
More than several.
A long time.
And they also promised that it's going to be longer than The Last of Us Left Behind.
Oh, thank God. Have you actually played that?
Nope.
It is so short.
Oh, really? I thought it was... Okay, how short
The Last of Us Left Behind, it's like at least 45 minutes to an hour of actual gameplay.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it's really short.
Okay, well...
I thought there was going to be a lot, but I really hope it's a lot longer. If it's a freaking standalone game.
Yeah.
So it has to be something.
Well, here's the hoping. I mean, again, I need to play 4. I need to play the original 4 before I even think about playing this one.
Mm-hmm.
But that actually, them talking about Last of Us Left Behind made me think, maybe I should go back and play Last of Us again. I've played through that game like 3 times.
I played it once.
You played it once?
I played through it once. Yeah. I mean, it was fun. So, what's last on our list today?
Last is just a little bit of YouTuber drama. Yeah.
Oh, where's Keemstar? Is he making an appearance? Will he tell us the truth?
I'm not gonna get too much into the drama aspect of things, because I only know from the two videos that this guy posted previously explaining his side of the things of the story.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about Tobuscus, Toby Turner.
Yep.
And this isn't so much just about like any drama surrounding him. It's just that I'm worried for the guy. Like I watched his last 2 videos, his last 2 vlogs. The dude just reeks of a guy who's barely holding on by a thread. Like, he's putting on this face, but inside he's like screaming,
internally screaming at all times.
And like, because apparently it started with, he had a moment, like a lot of people do, where he reached out to an ex and basically saying he didn't fully get over her. And that,
please get back with me.
Yeah.
And then they get back together, and then things don't really work out.
But, it didn't even get to that stage, because poor Toby had such bad timing that when he decided to say this, she had just gotten married the day prior.
Whoa!
Yeah. So,
damn.
And people were, like, telling him this, and he's like, oh, I didn't even know. Like, in his video, he's like, I had no clue that she had gotten married, and I just had a moment of weakness. And
but little did he know.
He probably actually did.
I can't tell to it. It's just the guy that, and then Keemstar and Scarce made videos on him and about this whole debacle.
Keemstar makes videos about everybody.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody, because we're not featured in it, so
I'm your host,
disregard
Killer Keemstar. Let's get right to the news.
What?
That's what he says.
Oh my God.
Have you not watched a Drama Alert video?
Not a single one,
I actually used to watch Drama Alert videos before I realized how big of a cunt Keemstar is. And that's how he starts it. It's like,
let's get right down.
No, right. Like, he does this weird oi to the fucking right. Instead of saying, let's get right to the news, he's like, let's get right to the news. Right. Like, he has an A. Like, he's trying to say riot, but weirdly. Like, he suddenly became Australian.
Let's start a riot
with the news. Riot with the news. Exactly. But yeah, so they made videos on him, and it's just, it feels like he's going downhill. So I want to say, Mr. Turner, in the infinitesimal odds that you may be listening to this, I just want to give you an air hug. I want to give you a over-the-airs hug. Be like, it's all right, man.
give him an air hug, or an aug for short.
An aug.
An aug for short.
Come here, man. I'm going to give you such a big aug. You're gonna be feeling it for days.
Well, I hope not. Because that's when he's going to give you the restraining order, and that's when you have to actually show up for court.
At least 100 feet
And then
away.
there's going to have to be like a temporary thing, and you have to go back for a hearing to know if it's actually going to happen or not in like 2 months. And you're like, oh shit, I got something to do in 2 months. Like, I got a big wedding to go
Gotta
to.
reschedule
like, we
this.
got to reschedule it. And then the other guy's like, no, fuck that. That's got to happen now. And then you're like, fuck, I'm going to miss the wedding. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to tell the bride and the groom if I'm not going to make it. It's like a big mess. So let's just stop right there.
Court proceedings are no laughing matter.
It really isn't.
It sucks.
It's a pain in the ass. Justice takes so much time.
It's so convoluted trying to get out of fucking jury duty.
I have not gone to jury duty yet.
I've had to go twice.
What?
I've had to go twice.
You got summoned to jury duty twice?
Yep.
What?
Both times almost getting put on a jury.
That sucks.
First time, I actually got put into the jury box, because for those who don't know, you get called for jury duty. And at least here in California, what you do is the day prior, it starts on a Monday. So on Sunday, you call the courthouse, and it gives you it's a robot answering, and you put in your juror pin, and the robot tells you whether or not you have to show up on Monday. If you have to show up, then boom, you've got to go to jury duty. You've got to serve your day, either get put on a jury or not. And after that one day, you go home and you get a piece of paper saying, oh, good, you can't be called for jury duty for a year.
All right, back to more masturbating.
Yeah, exactly. One and done. And if it says you don't have to show up, then you have to call on Monday for it to tell you if you have to show up on Tuesday, and basically so on and so forth. And if you get through all the way till Friday without having to show up for court, they count your service as being done.
AKA wasting your damn
Exactly.
time.
Just having to call them once a day with like butterflies in your stomach because you really don't want to go to the Compton courthouse. And yeah,
you can actually ask to go to a different courthouse.
Yeah, you can, but that was my first fucking jury duty. I didn't know what to do.
Okay, yeah, you didn't know that.
I went to Compton, dude. That was my first one, the Compton courthouse.
I mean, come on, Compton's not too bad. I mean, we're in Gardeno. This is like almost as identical as,
no,
leaning more towards Compton. I mean,
no, because when I went to the Compton courthouse and for the break to get food, I went to the fucking liquor store right next to the courthouse, which has a full fucking police the precinct right there next to the courthouse. I went to the right across the street, literally a stone's throw away, and I walked into this liquor store, and the first half of the liquor store was completely empty. There was a gigantic wall of bulletproof glass with a bulletproof glass Lazy Susan in the middle, and the cashier and all the product in the store behind the fucking wall. And you had to tell him what you want. He would get it. You put the money on the Lazy Susan. He'd swip it around. You get the product, swip it around, get your change.
Oh my god!
So don't tell me that it's the Gardeno's almost as bad.
Well, depending on your race, that's what I should say.
Okay.
There's a little asterisk on there, depending on your race. If you're black, you're like,
oh, foodstuffs are here.
Holy cow! Well,
but yeah. I mean, I guess I got called. I managed to talk my way out of the first one. I actually got put in the jury box and had to talk my way out of getting out of it. Talk my way out of getting out of it? That would mean I was on it. I really wanted to be on the jury.
That was a double negative right there.
Yeah, I had to talk my way out of it, and I successfully did that. And then my second time, got called to the Torrance house, and...
You felt a little bit of relief?
Yeah.
I can breathe.
Yeah, I got sent to a courtroom, but I didn't get put into the box. They decided on their jury before calling the rest of us into the box.
Can you imagine what the judge says?
Put him in the box.
Put him in a box.
No! Anything but the box.
Shove him in there.
Put him in the jury box now.
Do it slowly.
Well, at that point, I'd probably leave and like, yeah, okay, fuck this, I'm done.
I'm done. You can arrest me if you want.
You can cuff me now before I start making a fucking rest.
Okay. Well, anyways, Toby, got an AUG for you, And for everyone else listening, thanks for listening. I mean, thanks for listening to episode 4 of the... Yeah, it's 4. Leftover Fruit Podcast. Dude, it's too early for us to already be forgetting numbers.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, Mega 64 is like in Mega, like episode 400 or something. And I'm like, how the fuck do these guys do it? Anyways, I hope you guys have a Thanksgiving. If you celebrate it, if you don't celebrate it, that's okay.
Eat some
Just
food.
Have a good day or night. Get ready for Black Friday. Start moshing your way to the front of the store so you can get what you need.
Bring pepper spray.
And
a taser.
Bring a bag of marbles and just toss them on the floor so people start slipping. It'll be like a perfect Home Alone scene. You can start laughing, and then that's it. You're probably gonna get blacked out by getting punched in the face really, really hard.
But anyways, thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
Bye.